Hi and welcome to the Centre for Computing History. I'm Jason and I'm here with YouTuber Tom Scott.
Hello.
Basically we've got a machine here that I think means quite a bit to both of us. It was a machine that I got to grips with using DOS and early operating systems like that, Gem, which we'll come on to. But Tom, what does the Amstrad PC mean to you?
This was my first computer.
Right.
Well, it wasn't mine. It was my family's first computer. That mid '80s. There was one of these in the house, and I've been filming the museum today, doing some stuff for my channel, and walking around trying to find locations. And you look around, you get, it's a bit of nostalgia, and then I looked at this, and
They all come
I don't have words. I really don't. The model we had was slightly different. Ours actually had a hard disk.
Oh wow!
I think it was a whole 20 megabytes or something like that on it.
Yeah.
But we only had one of these. Well, just the sheer kinesthetic thing of going that little click on. I haven't felt that and heard that in decades. Yeah.
It brings it all rushing back.
It does. This is an astonishingly good nick as well. I mean, it's got the beige aging that every computer has,
a little
but
bit yellow,
it's
but,
surprisingly like the feel of the keys and everything is still there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we try and look after all the machines we've got.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time cleaning them up. This is actually one we take out to events and things, so it's slightly grubbier than we'd like. But yeah, we try and keep them in good nick. So do you want to get it powered up and bring back a bit more
I can't
nostalgia?
actually remember how. I literally can't remember how to do this. So I remember the wheels on the back. Is it literally you just turn the monitor on?
Yeah. The power supply was in the monitor, so somewhere around the back. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is one of the ways that Amstrad made this thing a lot cheaper.
Yes,
than anything else.
Because if you disconnected the monitor, the whole thing started to.
So you're done. Yeah. It's actually a really important machine.
Yeah.
Because this thing brought down the cost of computing, PC computing, dramatically. You had machines. So this came out in about '86, and to get something like a Compaq or an IBM PC was about over £2,000.
In that day's money.
In that day's money, yeah. This thing was £499.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a bit cheaper.
There's a reason a lot of people have it.
Absolutely slashed the price. And you've got to remember, so you talk about in today's money, so £499 then was about £1,400 in today's money.
Yeah.
So it wasn't cheap.
But it was a
lot cheaper than anything else.
Now, this is interesting, and this is a really, it's the right channel for this, but it's a really nerdy thing. That font is giving me nothing. I feel like it's a standard 80 by 24 display, I think.
Yeah.
But I swear, and I think I'm just remembering 286 and 386 computers that came along later and the monitors they had. But for some reason, that's just, no. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, it was a CGA screen. You could get it as a mono screen, or you could have the CGA colour one.
Yeah.
16 colours.
Yeah, we had that.
But only for any one time.
Yes.
so that gave all the games and things quite an iconic look.
Generally, bright cyan and magenta. I think
absolutely.
Is what I remember.
Yeah, they had that classic look of CGA. But you can kind of see the lines in between.
You've got the scan lines on
it's pretty low resolution. But
now, to be fair, it would have booted the C prompt for me.
For you, it would have, because you had a hard disk. Yeah, because you were fash. I mean,
was that flash or fash?
I don't know.
Those are two very different words there. I would like just make it clear that I am in no way fash. Okay, I'm just to point that out.
You weren't supposed to pick up on that. I appreciate it though.
Sorry.
Yes, a laugh.
If I haven't, the YouTube comments
absolutely.
would. They absolutely would.
Flash. Okay, right. But I did, the first one I had access to was actually just the standard one, the 2 drives. Yeah. But you could put something called a hard card. So at the back of it, you had this card, and it had a hard drive at one end, and all the electronics that needed to make it work. So I was just stuck with these twin drives, while you were being flash with your hard drive. But which means you didn't need these things. And
no,
these
but
are iconic.
I still remember them. I don't know why I remember them. It must have been off something else, but I definitely have a memory of
it. Came with them.
Yeah,
it came with it. You had that one as well. That was the one for the hard drive.
Right.
But I never had that.
Which are 5 1/4 inch. So this is why. I'm saying this for the people who've come over to watch this from my channel, the younger crowd. This is why they were called floppy disks, because they are.
Yeah. And these were the smaller ones. Before that, there was 8-inch discs as well.
Yeah.
They properly were floppy. But yeah, 5-1/4 discs.
This is why the save icon in Microsoft Word looks a bit like that.
Yeah, looks exactly like that. Yep, that's what it was about.
So let's
go on then, put it in drive A. That's it.
And this is why, to this day, on Windows, your hard drive is your C drive. Because that's the A drive and that's the B drive, and if you had a hard disk, it was C.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. So, let's see what it does.
Please set time and date and fit new batteries. So your BIOS batteries run out.
It hasn't got any. So we're
okay.
quite careful with batteries because batteries can do a lot of damage in PCs.
that's
certain
fair.
machines
Yeah.
that have batteries on the board, they leak and then they eat the board and they can do irreparable damage. So most of the time we
Yeah.
just store, well, so
Yeah.
all the time we store machines without batteries just to avoid that kind
It's
of
got a
problem.
mouse device driver. Like tiny little me, by the way, far too young to know what was going on. Once painted the mouse brown because mice should obviously be brown.
Okay.
And it did survive. You know, mice are brown, this mouse is not brown. I've got some poster paints. Weirdly, I think that was after I'd learned to type. So like there's clearly some kind of... I either learned to type really early or I understood what a mouse was really late. So I'm not sure quite what was going on there.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have a distinct memory of a brown mouse though.
They do go brown after a while, as does the rest of the plastic. So we've got it booted up.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah.
We're done.
Like your C prompt your A prompt rather, doesn't have the colon and the slash in it.
You
Now,
could
is
settle that.
Yeah, 'cause you can do...
In DOS, you could do prompt and then you could specify.
Prompt. Now, for some reason,
like that.
it's... help for type to correct. Prompt. Now, why do I have...
Oh,
I can't type over here. $T$... That's come back from nowhere.
Whoa.
I don't know... Gives you the time and date. That was it. It was a useless... I have no idea how to return that to how it was, by the way. Absolutely no idea at all. But I think if I do that with a question mark, it should... It's not a help thing, is that?
Nah.
So how do you
Thanks,
get
man. Now you've broken it.
I mean, I have until we remove that. It forgets everything about everything. It's not like it's writing to that disk at any point.
No, we're fine. We're fine. We haven't got any
Let's.
problems.
You know what? We're not moving off the A drive, so I'm just going to cheat and do that. Because
Don't worry about it.
Because the right bracket is the DOS thing for saying save to a file. You know what? We're just going to deal with that. That's me.
broke it.
I broke it.
Right. So, do you remember something called Gem?
Oh, only by name. We didn't have Gem. Gem was I don't know whether it didn't work or whether we didn't have anything that worked with it. No. Oh, because of course you hot swapped the discs, didn't you?
Yep.
If you didn't have a hard drive, you let it load everything from the red disk.
Yep.
And then
once you into DOS.
Yeah, and once it was in memory, you just hot swap the disk.
That's it.
Which seems it's anathema to someone today that you would actually just
You were constantly with
Yeah.
two drives. You were constantly flopping. I'm not doing
Close
too well.
enough.
It's
Close enough.
swapping discs around.
floppies.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try that. You were always changing the disk saver. That was a beautiful part of having two drives on it.
An echo off there has a memory for me.
Yeah, so...
Because, that was the thing you put at the top of your batch file,
That's
or shell script for anyone who's using Linux these days, which would tell the rest of it not to return what was being
the
typed
screen.
in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
I mean, hell, on one of these things, me and my dad made an entire text adventure game using batch files.
Right, yeah.
And all it was just a batch file that printed out some words.
Yep.
And then gave you some options, and then you dumped you back to the command line so you'd run a different batch file. Yeah. But it was technically a text adventure game.
Works, yeah.
It didn't remember anything, but I still...
Yeah.
You can tell where a lot of my influences came from.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. Computers at that time were so open that you could do these things and create little games or whatever it is you wanted. So it's all good stuff.
And to be fair, you still can on big computers. It's just a little bit difficult on phones and things like that.
You've got to find it. Just got to find it. Right. So so there's two discs for hello.
That's fine.
A drive is not responding. You must use the right kind of disk.
I think I just don't... No, we're not.
Okay.
That's not me. I swear that's not me.
I told you broke it. Right, so don't worry.
I mean, to be fair, I have no memory of Gem.
Backup discs.
Gem was like pre-Windows.
Right.
But I have no memory of it because we couldn't run the thing.
Right.
It was just this thing that someone else had on their computer. Like, oh, that's really shiny. How do you do it? Oh, yeah, we can't get it to work on ours. Which might well be that we had exactly the same bug. This is not my computer.
Right.
But...
Well, you never know.
Also, the floppy disk there, which it's not worth getting a close-up of or anything, but it has like the same clearly had the labels ripped off and reapplied several times.
You basically you could reformat a disk, so you could write data to it, but then you could clean it completely.
These store what, 720k, something like that?
You'd be lucky. 360.
Oh, because these are single-sided.
Yeah.
Yep.
So these.
Yeah, because you used to have double-sided.
Well,
and you used to have double-spaced, double-sided.
Even then, double-sided is 180k per side. So.
Oh right. Okay.
But you could do bigger formats. I'm hoping this one will load. Wrong disk. Did I put the right one in?
Well, okay. Let's quit out of Gem. Gem is clearly not happening here.
I wanted to show you Gem.
Yeah.
But hey ho. So let's see if we can. So this is the other thing. Some games.
Now,
there weren't many of them for this machine.
Did Alley Cat run on this? Alley Cat is the one I remember.
Yeah.
I spent a long time as a kid playing Alley Cat, and it was a rip-off of Dig Dug called Digger.
Right.
It was the same kind of thing as Dig Dug. It was just clearly with the serial numbers filed off.
Changing the names to guard against copyright.
Yeah. But this, this is news to me. What have we got? The F keys were on the side. I forgot that.
There you go.
Oh, the music. I'm about to get
fantastic stuff, eh? I have no idea what the keys are. Hit a few. But
this is
what you're talking about with the colours.
Yeah.
You know, it just looks so iconic for that kind of monitor.
I mean, at this point, I wasn't programming it. It took me onto the next computer. It took me on. I was programming in the sense I was typing batch files in, but it took me until having a 286 and having QBasic or something like that before I actually started to learn to program.
Yeah.
I could type in like basic commands. I could do like line numbers and things like that. But anything beyond, I think like this was far, far beyond me. And then, QBasic came along much later.
Yeah, absolutely, QBasic. I mean, there was Basic and Basic 2. We've got some of the manuals there. This will bring back some memories for some people there. The old manual for the Amstrad. Told you everything you needed to know about Gem and everything else.
Because computers came with massive manuals.
They came with manuals.
Yeah.
Gem manual. There you go. Basic 2, locomotive software.
Yeah, I've been typing in stuff on there like 30 go to 10 or something like that. I'm doing really simple stuff, but it wasn't until much later.
It's where you start, though, isn't it?
Of course, at school, BBC Micro, because every school had the BBC Micro, but until then. Oh, did you just completely... Was that Control Delete?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's there for all PCs.
Yep.
Standard way of rebooting them. But the thing is, with all the different basics, they were all slightly different. So BBC Basic was one thing. Basic
Microsoft's RAM drive. Good grief. And I mean, we have a mouse working on this thing, isn't it?
I want to get the mouse working. Let's just give this one quick go, but we'll avoid the.
While this is booting, what's in the mysterious handwritten floppy drives over there? Floppy disks over there, rather.
I have no idea.
I'll have a look through while you're booting that.
I'm putting the wrong.
This just has the word. It says paint. It says paint in what is clearly a kid's handwritten. I mean, it's going to be out of focus, but like that would say paint in handwritten scrawl. But crossed out are Data Master Disk 2 and just the word Wang, which was the old Oxford computer manufacturer.
Absolutely. They were a range of computers, so maybe these discs have come home from work and they've been...
Paint Images, Gem Paint Disk, the CV on PageMaker. This is someone's CV from the 1980s.
On a Ford
I suspect I know where they may have worked for, and this one, Excel, that can't be Excel spreadsheets, can it? .xls files?
Well, that might be what's written on the disc.
Backup of John's files. My word, yes, I vaguely remember that.
So,
I remember it, but this has no more nostalgia than any other computer because I never use it. I was seeing Riscos and the Acorns, so that's like, I remember those. Little things like that, but this is like it's lovely.
I mean, it's interesting because
do I double click? Yes, I do double click.
What was quite nice is the way the screen faded back with.
Someone spent a lot of time programming that.
So
Dr. Doodle for the Amstrad. No, not of course. I don't know how any of this works. I can resize?
Yeah, you can if you give it time to respond. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And look, we still use these scroll bars, right?
Yeah.
That hasn't changed. It's just changed about how shiny it is. Can I scroll here? That's remarkably smooth. Now I know that's because it's just doing single pixels, but honestly, if you
Very
have
Apple-like.
well, if you have a modern computer these days, and you get a brush in Photoshop, that may not quite be real time if it's doing on a 4K monitor.
I mean, it's doing a lot of processing.
All that's doing is changing some pixels, which is fair. But I am shocked at how smooth that felt. That felt real time. There was no lag on that. Have we got?
There you go.
Oh, we've got 4 colours here.
Look at that.
The weirdest thing out of all this, those pen colours, that just gave me nostalgia. I have no idea. I couldn't have picked that out of anything. I couldn't have drawn that. I couldn't have remembered that. But something's just gone, that's a thing. I used to know that thing.
Yeah.
There we go. I need to click for slightly. See, this is laggy, which is what surprised me. This takes a second to register everything, which is why I was shocked
Yeah, I know what you mean.
that was
so quick.
immediate.
Yeah. Yeah. That's impressive stuff.
I
Especially
wasn't ready for this amount of nostalgia. I really wasn't.
So there you go. Yeah.
That's lovely.
The Amstrad PC 1512. I mean, it is an important machine. It is a
absolutely
machine
is.
that brought the price of PCs.
Yeah.
We've got Sir Alan Sugar's got to be thanked for that. You know,
Yeah.
you know, it's got to be done. And the machines were engineered in a way that made them cheaper than everything else that was going on. You know, they
But
were
it's still running, isn't it?
It's still
If
running.
it survived the first couple of years, it's still going to run.
And it's still, you know, it still looks quite nice as a system. So yeah, fair play. I think we should give Sir Alan a vote of thanks for bringing us the Amstrad PC.
And thank you to you, because I got to play with a bit of my childhood here, and that was very nice.
Well, no, thanks very much for coming along and filming here at the museum today, showing us around the Amstrad PC.
I think you did most of the showing there.
Well,
I just basically
reliving
from time to time.
Reliving a bit of nostalgia, whatever. But we appreciate it. So thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
And check out Tom's channel. I don't know why I'm plugging your channel.
Plug yours.
You've got enough followers. Subscribe to ours. But anyway, thank you very much indeed.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, see you again.
See you again.